Skincare can be really overwhelming, so let's go through my 8-step night routine, and I'm going to tell you what made me start using it and why I continue to this day so that you can decide what products and what type of skincare is best for you. Believe it or not, I'm over 30, and I would love to say that excellent skincare is what made me look as baby face as I do, but I do need to attribute it to genetics. Genetically, I won't look old until I'm about 50, but I would really like to preserve it for even longer than that if I can and maintain my little baby face. One key component of that is hydration, whether that be on top of your face or internally. I shared with you guys that building my hydration was on my habits list for 2024, and so far it's not going well. So I'm going to continue working on that and doing the best that I absolutely can. As far as my skincare goes, I have found that I have fairly dry skin. Hydration externally is super important for me as well. I also found that I don't need to wash my face very often. In fact, I wash it less than every other day with a basic bar soap from Clinique, and then once a week I wash it with a scrub. I am obsessed with exfoliants, and I do believe that dermatologists would tell me that I probably exfoliate too much, but it actually works for my skin, and when I don't do it is when I start to get buildup. As much as I do use a lot of products in my skincare routine, I try to eliminate things where I can. I have found that with really good microfiber cloths that look like this, you don't actually need to use makeup remover very often. Even if I'm wearing 3 or 4 colors of eyeshadow and full face foundation, this guy will get it off pretty well. I do keep makeup remover on hand in case I'm doing a lot of dark smoky eyes and I just want to take it off really fast. A lot of times when I'm doing a smoky eye look, it's when I have an evening outing, and when you get home 12, 1, 2, I don't do that very often, but when it happens, it's hard to spend a lot of time taking off your makeup. So I just use a microfiber cloth. I get it really damp. One of the things that I find really funny is that my partner actually takes better care of me than I do myself. He will sit there and run the water until it's warm so that the cloth is warm for me if he's bringing it to me. And I just use this to take everything off. I usually start with my lipstick so that I use a corner of the cloth and then don't smear it anywhere else, and then I know that I'm not running into it. It's a really dry lipstick. It's always when I'm trying to demonstrate the cloth that I have the biggest problem getting things off. I think it's because when I'm taking it off on my own, 1, I get it way more wet, and 2, I'm not trying to look graceful. There are some lipsticks that are very drying, so I will actually put chapstick on at this point in time in order to let it sit for as long as possible. Next, I take off just my foundation. I don't want to be smearing my eyeliner or mascara into my skin. I'm going to use one side of the cloth just for my face. Now that we've got all of the foundation off, I'm going to use the other side to remove my eye makeup. And I usually start with my eyebrows. And then I do my eyeliner and mascara kind of at the same time. And I kind of just keep going until there's really nothing else coming off on the towel. And now that I don't have any makeup on, I do go in with my Clinique clarifying lotion. And this is one that I use morning and night, I guess kind of in place of washing my face. It doesn't dry my face out as much as soap does. And really I just want to go in there and remove any debris that might be left from my makeup or the day or sleeping or anything like that. I do use a reusable cotton pad for this. I do not put any of my clothes in the washer ever. Specifically, I don't put these in there because I don't know if this is flammable. So I'm comfortable using it. I just don't put them in the washer. All right. And it's hard to tell on the black one, but there is a little bit of debris in there. And then I just let that dry. Do your drying dance. I started using that product because it was recommended to me at Ulta. I don't remember why I started using that product. It was either recommended to me at Ulta or I received a small bottle of it in an Ipsy bag. I think it was recommended to me at Ulta and I bought the trail size and I loved it. And so I've been using that now for probably 4 years, maybe even more than that. And I just really like the effect that it has on my complexion. You know, I really don't get breakouts and it doesn't dry me out or anything like that. Once that's dry, I'm going to get another reusable cotton swab, and I like to get it damp before the next product. I feel like it helps the next product go on better without wasting the product itself. So the next thing that I use every night is a Lactosica Soothing Toner. And this I know for sure I got as a sample in an Ipsy bag and really, really liked it. You can see my eczema spots are kind of coming back. It's because I haven't been super consistent with my skincare routines actually. Morning and night. I found that this probiotic toner does a really good job promoting the health of my skin. It does feel a little fizzy sometimes. All of the products that I have links for, I will post below in the description area. So if you guys do want to try any of them out, you definitely can. So I put that one on every single night. Sometimes I'll even do it behind my ears because I do have a couple spots of eczema there and in my scalp. And it really helps to keep it all under control. And I think that it helps to moisturize my skin more too and prevent it from drying out, because when I started using it, not only was my eczema better, but the dryness of my skin was better as well. The next thing that I go in with is a vitamin C serum, and I am currently using Clean Organics Professional Age Defying Vitamin C Serum. This is actually gone. The pump, oh, there we go, got a little bit. Won't really pump anymore. So I actually been opening it up because there is still quite a bit of product in there and just putting it on my hand. This is one that I started using probably because of TikTok or just the fad of it. And this also has helped my eczema be better, as well as my skin be more moisturized. So when I'm using this regularly, I will actually forget to moisturize if I'm not thinking about it, because I like to let things sit before I put the next product on. And so I will forget to moisturize because this has done such a good job soothing and hydrating my skin that I don't feel it being dry. And so I kind of just forget that I still need to do the moisturizing step. After that's had some time to sit on my skin, I come in with my Clinique Smart Clinical Repair Wrinkle Correcting Serum. It was about last fall when I turned 31 that I decided I should start incorporating some aging skincare into my routine. And this is just a really nice, luxurious serum. And so I tried out Clinique's because that's what I was using for skincare already for my daytime routine and my nighttime routine, but I wasn't in love with my nighttime routine. And I went into Ulta and told her, and she gave me a sample of the whole line. I absolutely love this line. It is amazing, doing all of the things and just being super luxurious. Like, besides soft, it feels like marble soft. Like, it's just, my skin is so happy with it. Like, I could just pet myself all day long. So I do use that. And then I go in with eye cream, and the thing with eye cream is I don't think it does anything. This is now the third, no, because I used a couple different brands before I actually bought these. I had an Ipsy subscription for a little bit, and so I was just using whatever I was getting there because my skin's not picky. So I've been using eye cream consistently for a few years, and I honestly don't notice a difference. Maybe it's more preventative, but eye creams that I was using before weren't wrinkle correcting or anything like that. So, I mean, I really don't think that it would have made that much of a difference in this short amount of time. Maybe it's preventing it. Maybe it's keeping them plump. I kind of think my body weight's doing that. But I don't ever feel like it reduces puffiness or redness or anything like that super noticeable with my skin. I don't know whether or not I recommend it. My 7th step for the evening is the Smart Clinical Repair, and I use the Rich Cream. So there are 2 different versions of this. The other version I think is just called the Clinical Repair. That one didn't do very much for my skin. This one does amazing, wonderful things. Now, I know that this skincare routine is not terribly vintage. I have yet to actually try the Pond's cold cream. And if I have 10 people comment down below that I need to try it, I will go and buy it and I will try it. I Honestly, I wouldn't say that I'm picky about skincare because my skin doesn't need a lot besides the moisture factor. Now that I've found things that I absolutely love, I tend not to stray from it. But if 10 people leave me a comment, I need to try it, then I will try it. And the very last step that I do is my Chapstick Total Hydration Night Serum, Vitamin Enriched Lip Night Serum. And this is just a really nice product. It stays on my lips overnight and is really hydrating. It does a really good job of replacing the hydration that I should be doing throughout the day by drinking water. I don't do a good enough job of. I will be very particular about using this, especially if I'm planning on wearing a lipstick the next day. Make sure that it goes on really smoothly. And that's it. That wraps up my entire skincare routine. I hope that brought you guys some inspiration. Remember, when you're trying to get into a skincare routine, start with figuring out one thing. Figure out how much washing your face does or does not need and what kind of washing it needs. Some people need more soap, some people need less soap. Like I said, I'm dry to dry combination, and there are many skin types out there. So start with just the baseline and then start adding more things in and see if it makes a difference for you. If you have a pretty well established routine and you add a product in and it doesn't really seem to do much, then you know that you don't need it. There's a link to the rest of my beauty playlist so you guys can see all of my beauty videos so far. Have a good night.